All right. So I have not watched through this before. This is just like a first impressions, kind of what I would do in these situations, and most likely what you should be doing in these situations. But if I were to watch through it twice, I might come up with some different things. So I'll try to look through it, and then I'll watch it again, and give you some tips in a Discord message. So I am curious because I wasn't watching, paying attention. Your kickoff, it looks like it's solid, but it went towards your side, so we might be able to improve that. Okay, so this is good. You're heading right towards the ball. You'll usually want to hit it in that middle section of the ball, so you're doing that. It just seems like they delayed their kickoff. Good, going back for this boost. Also, sorry about the quality. It looks like when the video is when there's a bunch going on, it's like lower quality, but like here it looks fine. I think it's just bitrate. There's a nice dribble attempt. Here you could take your time because you see the opponent is headed back towards their boost and then probably going to go like this. So you also have a teammate here who might go for a shot because they have an angle towards net. So you might go and like right now is when, or you'd probably be going from where you were, because it looks like he was waiting for the bounce. If you wait for a half volley, you can get a really powerful shot or a really powerful clear. It looks like what's going on, and it looks like what he was going to go do. But you did get a nice shot on net, just not an open net. So it seems like you're kind of like your rotation is like really I don't want to use the word impatient, but like here once you flip again, you should be kind of you don't need to flip a second time. Your first flip is fine. This one flip, and you've got 100 boost, so you can use your boost to get to the situation. Here you're not gonna go up to help this guy. Like if you did a front flip, right, and then you jumped, you're not gonna help him in any way. So maybe being patient and staying in this area where you're at right now, but you have a lot of momentum going forward because you did the flip. So it's going to carry you all the way to their side. And if the ball goes left like that, then you're having to go back because you can't get this wall bounce. At like GC level, you might be able to turn and get this and get a shot at net. But for the level you're at, diamond or plat, I believe, I don't remember what you said. You're not going to be able to get that shot. So you do go back here, which is a good move, but you just positioned yourself a little too close. So maybe slowing down on like the offensive rotation a bit. Again, here you're kind of just like pushing up to the ball and then going back. If you're going to push up to the ball, you want to make a complete push. You don't really want to turn back. So here you see no teammate going for the ball. There's no one in this vicinity of the map. So you're like, oh, I'll go up. In this case, you could see that the ball is going to go towards corner. So you might want to go like this and be ready to go up this wall. Instead, you kind of just push up and then turn back. And in twos, that might be all right because you're going to shadow this guy back. But in threes, you could just tackle him. You could just straight on tackle him. You have 84 boost, and you have two teammates back. So maybe putting on a challenge there would be fine. But your teammate ends up doing it, which I guess works as well. Here you have almost good enough control to flick that. Your teammate overcommitted for that. So just rotating back here, wrong rotation direction. You'd want to grab this boost and go back this way. Because say the opponent jumps off this wall and goes up and shoots this ball, or if they jump right here and push the ball towards your side, you being on this side means that the ball will go this way and you'll have to chase it back to your net. If you're going this way and the ball comes this way as well, that was a bit of a weird drawing, comes this way as well, then you're ready to go up and hit it back this way or follow it this way and take the ball with you out of this side. So like I said right here, it actually goes forward. I honestly didn't expect them to beat your teammate, but because they did, now you're having to go this way and try to clear it, which is fine. You probably will be able to. No. But here you'll want to go back. Good. Went back net. That's good. A little bit too aggressive here, because if they get a power clear like that, like they just did, you don't want to be, in the way. You have to be patient here, kind of let them get a touch on it. Good. A good touch there. I'd just go back here instead of going for that corner boost. But your pressure seems to be there. Like you're kind of not letting them breathe, which is good. You don't really want to let your opponents have too much space. So a teammate's going back. You know someone's going to be back. So you start moving up here. You should be moving up here, and then you kind of do this thing where you're like, I don't know. It's odd because you're not. You're usually going up and then coming back, and then going up and then coming back, and you're not really ever making a complete tackle there until you have teammates up with you, and you don't really want to do that. So here, going back is smart, but you do want to make decisions quicker. You want to be up for that or not be up for that. So here, this was a little bit unfortunate. From my perspective, this looks like it's going to hit the wall. It's not going to come immediately into your net, but you jump up for it and try. If that's the case, you have 32 boost here to go back and fly down. So you want to point your car down and boost downwards instead of floating like that. And then you should be about here in this situation. And then you'd be able to use any boost you have left to save this ball. So far I'm going to be watching for like this aggressive like push and then come back, and then also like how you position yourself. The ball kind of disappears here, but I'll try to trace it with my cursor when it disappears. It's right here. Again, a shot that's way too high. You could probably be taking your time on these. If you see the ball is really high, know that the trajectory is going to be like this. Come back down, and you need to be positioning yourself for that bounce when it comes down. You should be jumping like right now, and jumping up and trying to hit it. Since it looks like these players aren't really skilled enough to just like straight up shoot it into your net. Again, you kind of do this aggressive thing right here. He's going for a demo chase, one of your teammates, and you're going for this boost, fully trusting your teammate to have this clear. If he gets tackled, you only have one teammate back. He's 1, you're 2, and this guy going for a demo chase is 3. So you kind of want to be careful about that. You could get boost in your side, but you went to their corner. Again, here, you're not getting a shot angle. This isn't. You're not able to shoot this from the angle you're at. So getting too close to them, if you recognize you're in the corner with them like this, you need to instead be turning and going back and getting a different angle on the ball. So it would look like this. It should look like this when you attack. And even then, you might need to wait because the ball is in the corner. And if you jump, you're most likely going to miss. It looks like you can read the ball pretty well in the corner. So I wouldn't question it. I'd say just do this rotation that I'm saying. And you'd probably be able to get it. But again, there's 3 people in their defensive side. You going in this side. The only thing you could do is pass back. But I don't think you're going to do that because it wouldn't be beneficial in this rank. It doesn't seem like these players understand that. And here you get a touch and then kind of go for a solo play, which leads the ball going all the way back to your side. So the ball is here. Again, you want to kind of rotate away from the ball. You don't want to be underneath the ball when you're rotating. This is a bit of a risky play if you go for it, so good patience there. A little bit too slow. You did have 60 boost. You had 88 boost here. You should be just hitting this immediately to your corner. So you could easily hit this by doing a front flip right here, but you don't. And so it looks like they just tackle you for it. But again, I think that might be also the hesitation. Like here, you can either decide to go for it or not go for it. I wouldn't, because you got to be patient for this. But then you do this turn back thing, and then you kind of like hesitate. So just kind of believing in yourself and either going or not going, making clear decisions might be beneficial. Your teammate doesn't go there, which is fine. If you can make that boost, no, you can't. Sitting back net here might be a good option. You don't really want to get caught in this play because you have no boost. Looks like it pauses here. I'm going to rewind it actually while it's. Either way, you should be sitting right here in net, this area. Because if they shoot it on your net, you have no boost. You can go and save it by doing this, like a front flip. But if you're pushing up like you are right here, and suddenly this guy shoots it, the ball's right here. There's a player here. If he shoots this, you're not going to be able to save that. You're going to have to turn really fast. Instead, he takes it towards the wall, and now is when you need to get that boost spawn, and you miss it, which is fine. But if you miss this boost spawn, you need to just try to turn around either this way or this way and rotate out as fast as possible, because your teammates are both back. They should be, at least. And you don't really want to interfere yourself with this play, because then you guys kind of will triple commit in that corner. So it pauses a bit here. It skips some like 9 seconds, it looks like. So we'll just have to deal with that. And it pauses again. Uh-oh. Might be an issue. Looks like it's good for the rest of the thing, though. Alright. So here, again, careful rotating back this way. You want to rotate out and behind your teammates, not towards them, because you might, you bumped one there, but you might also hit the ball back towards the side of your net that you don't want it to be. Here, really risky going up here. If they have a player that's gonna shoot the ball, you only see 2 of their players. That means a third is back here somewhere in this corner. If this guy decides, there he is. Sorry, couldn't see him. If this guy decides he wants to push the ball, now you've got 2 teammates committing fully for this ball, and you're also committing. You're in the middle of a flip. And that means if this guy hits it right now, for instance, it goes straight into your goal. There's no way you can turn around for this. Luckily, your teammates do have possession of the ball. The ball's right here. Going down. Again, patience. Probably turning back here would be smart, because if this guy somehow were to pinch it with your teammate right here, it would go this way and bounce back. And you'd want to not be. It's good that you turn this way and not this way, because if you turn this way and the ball goes past you, you're gonna have a hard time catching back up to that ball. So I'm gonna try to talk on those overcommits just once more in these last 50 seconds if it happens, because it most likely will. Because it seems like those are the biggest things that might mess you up. Here's good patience. You see a teammate on the ball, so you should be rotating out, not onto it. A good 50, but then you need to kind of move back here, let your teammates go up for this. Because you're at this side of the ball, this weird like position. Again, if the ball goes straight up here, you have no angle, but your teammate, who would be moving up here if he rotated back, would have an angle to shoot that into their net. So kind of just be careful not to do that. See, there he is. He moved up because that's his area to rotate in. So you have to be careful with that. Here's your ball, definitely. Good touch there. You need to go down and rotate out here. Don't recommit. Let your teammate go for it. See, that's a bit of a rough situation. So you want to be, as soon as you fall, you want to rotate out so that if anything happens, if they clear it to your side or your teammate hits it back, you're able to go back and get it. But unfortunately, you turned to try to get it. Now it goes this way. I can't see what happens in those few seconds, but it looks like he clears it. You guys take it to overtime. All right. Let's hope you win this. You're playing pretty good, but you're just being a bit too aggressive. Okay, so this is tough to see because of the bit rate, but the ball comes this way, and you have 100 boost. Here, hopefully you'll keep control of it, won't just hit it away. That's good. You might get a flick off, close. So as soon as you get this demo, you should be rotating out. Let's see what you do. Unfortunately, you bump your teammate, which happens. Still rotating back net, which is good. Okay, so see what's happening here. This player was first man. He sets the ball, trying to pass it, and this guy would receive the pass. You're third man at this point. He's now going to either attack the ball or rotate out, depending on how close he is, and you need to be aware of that. You have 100 boost, which means if you're still third man, you're the one responsible for saving this ball. Here you see, and you're patient, that he goes for the ball. First man should be rotating out, and this is second man right here, and you're third. So let's see what happens. Now you see they're going to be going this way. There's no reason your teammate should turn and go back towards the ball. Oops, like that. They don't want to hit this ball at all. They want to get out of the way. So your job should be to be in this area, right? So that the ball doesn't come from this side, because if it goes this way, they're rotating like this to save this ball. So you should be on the left here, not the right. You notice that a little bit late, but it's okay. Good touch. Again, here, you're rotating too close to the ball. You're thinking that you need to be on this ball, and the reality is that you need to rotate back before you can get onto the ball. If you rotate that closely, you're going to get much less aggression from your teammates. A little bit of bit rate issue, but you go for this ball. Even though there's two players on it, it looks like you know you're going to get a 50 or a beat, so you go for it, and it goes in, which is really good. I'm going to rewind to try to tackle some of these aggression issues, because they need to be resolved. Here, again, too impatient with the ball. But then let's see what happens here. I don't remember. Yeah, you're going up a little bit too close. You're getting too close to the opponents. You need to pull back here, which you do, but then you don't turn back up for this ball. If you're going to be that aggressive, you need to be able to go get that touch. If you can't, try to rotate away from ball. Oops. Mac's going to die. Try to rotate away from ball going this way so that your teammates can come in this way. It's kind of like a cycle, like that. You just want to keep rotating like that. You do not want to go this way if your teammates are also coming this way. So that's the first time you bump, and you actually bump a second time. That's a really good touch. A bit risky, but you get it. Here again, you could be going this way and then up wall. And the reason why you want to do that is because if this guy clears it, he's most likely going to hit it towards wall. And you want to create some sort of opposing force that keeps him from just clearing it right out of his side. Instead, you do this aggressive push and then turn back, and then you go again, aggressive. And what you want to be doing is if you push back like this, it's telling your other teammate who's most likely over here to go ahead. He's good to go. And it doesn't seem like he actually goes. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, he does. That's right. He overcommits here. So even though you pulled in, he's still in the mindset that he needs to go because he's on the side of the ball. He knows you pretty much don't have a shot, but he does. He has a clear goal here. So he goes for it. And you kind of dribble and almost get a good flick if you had had it, but it just threw him off. Again, wide rotation. You want to be sure to be turning this way to follow the ball. So if it bounces there, now you can bang it this way and clear it out of your side, because it'll go straight across like this. But you know, it's not too important, it seems, because their shooting capabilities aren't the best. Aggressive push-up, turn back. Aggressive pushing, turning back. Aggressive pushing. This time you don't push back. I remember now. It's a decent pass, but again, leave this for your teammate to go. Since you didn't, though, you need to go straight back. Here you push, which is alright. You need to go straight back now. Let your teammate go. Because you're kind of involving yourself in the play just a bit too much. Here, it goes across. Your teammate is there to go for it, and you should have a teammate behind you about to go for it as well. But you keep like kind of cutting off their rotations. You don't want to do that. So and of course there's a really good save. I'm curious. I think you. Oh yeah, there's that miss. Your teammate misses as well. So honestly, I think your gameplay is pretty solid. I think the only thing is you need to focus on just. I know my disc is almost full. Gosh. I think you need to focus on just rotating back or pushing. Sometimes it looks like you try to do both and it doesn't. It's not going to work. Here, let your teammate go. Again, you overcommitted here. Sorry if I'm mentioning this twice. It's just as I'm watching, it's kind of some decision making you shouldn't be doing. You shouldn't be going for this. But yeah, I think if you fix those like 2-3 things, honestly, I think your gameplay will be a lot better and you'll rank up pretty quickly. Just being aware of those situations. All right, I'm gonna end this because apparently my disk space is full. So, all right, but thanks for letting me review this. Hopefully these tips help you, and have a good rest of your day and your week.